And so we return yet again to Elden Ring to play the game and do more stuff in it. I'm EnviroBoy. You're welcome to call me Scott or Dum Dum or whatever other names you want to call me. It doesn't matter. This is pre-recorded. I can't hear you when you call me names. It's as mean as that would be. It's fine. It's fine. I won't take it personally. We're playing Elden Ring, the adventures of Belinda and friends. We left off last time wandering around in a stairway or in the tower, and there's still stuff for us to do. We are dealing with Receptor Miriam, kind of, as she proceeds to just constantly avoid us so that we can't really fight her. I'm looking to see if I can locate if she's present around here so I can try to just do like an aerial bombardment situation. It doesn't appear as though that's going to be... Oh wait, is that an object or is that a Miriam over there? That's a Miriam. Okay, so perhaps we would have a chance. She might not be in a good position for us to attack. Oh, get the hit, Belinda. Get the hit before she runs away. Kill her, Belinda. Finish her. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we got that. So now that we've got that, we just wanted to take care of that. Because I don't recall what's going to happen or what would happen if we were to, like, progress everything prior to, like, before killing her. Because now we're gifted an inverted statue. I don't remember exactly where that gets used. Is it in here? Or is this where we came from? That's where we came from. I can't remember if we have to use it up here or if I have to backtrack. But there's a place eventually that will use the inverted statue to do the opposite side of everything. It might be down further. There'll be like a pedestal, so I might have to retreat back down. I don't regret this. This allowed us to grab the item that we grabbed. I don't think it's one that we really need, but it's, you know, nice to have. The thing with all these items that we don't need is I have them, and if we're ever in a bind, I could always sell them for stuff and be able to level up and everything, or else we can just hold on to them if ever I decide I want to do a complete and utter rebuild of my character or anything. Is it here? No, it's not here. Somewhere around here, there's a pedestal that will put the inverted statue, and that'll help us accomplish things here. And maybe I think that's probably what I'm remembering when I'm thinking of there being like all kinds of spiders and stuff, like spider hands that I have to fight. Saying spider hands immediately makes me think of like Spider-Man, but like some spider hands, like, you know, the song, Spider-Man song, you know, Spider-Man, like, but it's like spider hands, crawling around like the spider dance. I don't know. No one knows the rest of the lyrics. It's impossible to know. They're lost to time and space and exist only within like the lost libraries of ancient societies where Spider-Man originated. So we'll put the statue on the pedestal. After trying it like 4 times, trying to figure out which way is the right way, you know, it's like a USB stick. It's impossible to know because it's got a pedestal on either end of it. Now things will get all topsy-turvy and we'll have to deal with that now. As the moon spins round and the globe rotates, and it's like one of them like onion ring things that they put the astronauts in so they can learn how to survive when, you know, the world is trying to make them puke or whatever that's meant to mimic and imitate. Seems like this is going to be a dangerous situation if we're not careful, so we'll just be very careful and try to not fall to our deaths. And come up in here. There they are. The hands. as they do their synchronized swimming without water and die similarly in goofy ways. And now we have to sit here and deal with the fact that we can't reach any of these guys. We'll just go ahead and attack us, and we are a melee build, which is really gonna put us in a tough situation, but we can probably still like make it work. I think if we come over, I think we can do it on this side too. I know that side over there is maybe a bit more obvious, but we can come over here and deal with stuff. We'll kill that thing. The Preceptor is back, and we can just get our attacks in. She'll probably go ahead and run away from us because she's just a little baby. She's all panicked and chooses not to fight because she's a wimp. And okay, and there she'll go. And we can attack things. Oh, good lord, Belinda, drink up your potions, man. Oh, I should have used the rest zone before coming in here. Belinda, you gotta hit him, man. You're not gonna have success if you don't hit him. I could come over there and attack those things, but it kind of begs the question, why would I do that? Okay, Belinda, I guess this is how we're gonna do it, huh? Well, it'll force the issue and we'll have to deal with it all. That's okay. So we'll just deal with it, and now we'll have to go collect all of our stuff as we navigate the upside down land. Why would someone willingly do this? One might be inclined to ask. After all, it's not like they cleverly built this place so that it could be, you know, a place upside down. It's literally just upside down. And so we're walking on the curved vaulted roofs that don't have any sort of sensible connecting points whatsoever. This seems like a really silly thing to have designed. And so the question of why on earth they did this is as unanswerable as it is prevalent in all of our minds. Trying to understand what is the deal, man. Attack that one and dodge. And now with the Preceptor. And then we'll just have to accept a few damages here as we do stuff. And okay, Belinda, let's survive and drink up our flask here. Just dodge this and avoid it, and it's fine. Okay, alright. No, Belinda, attack the one that's actually going to be a problem for us here. And be safe about it, and it's fine. Just get your attacks in, Belinda. And she's going to run away. That's fine, Belinda. Now just kill this guy. Okay, now drink your stuff, and still we can't use our assistant here, our little helper, our mommy's little helper. We have to just do this all of our own abilities to try and get around without dying on our own, which, you know, is in many ways the point of the game, but also, like, if it weren't also the point of the game for us to have these assistants that can help us with everything, then why even give them to us in the first place, right? Like, it seems like a strange design choice. Oh god, Belinda, get out of the way, Belinda. Drink up your potion, man. Okay. Yeah, okay, then we kind of figured that was gonna happen, right? Okay, Belinda. Okay, just get your hits in. Just get the hits in. Just kill. We're there. Now drink your potion, man. Good lord. Okay, so now we've accomplished that. And again, we continue to wander around, like, in this wildly dangerous and precarious situation. Listen here, guy. We don't need your crap here. We're doing just fine without you. You too, Mr. Man. We don't need your assistance. You are welcome to just die and never show up again. And now we have to figure out where the heck we're supposed to go. Is it clear? No, it's not clear. It'll never be clear. They'll never make it easy for us to understand what is expected of us. Likely this is going to be the safest way down. And then we're going to have to jump from chandelier to chandelier as they somehow simultaneously like hang but don't hang. And it begs the question, what on earth is even gravity, and how does this work? And oh god, we're so gonna die if we try to do this, but we have to try to do this because it's clearly what is designed for us. If we come here and we make it, thank God. Can you imagine? This is just so terrifying and horrifying, trying to figure out how to stay alive through all of this, and it's not very fun, but we do it. And then we can come here, we can pick up your stuff, Mr. Bug Catcher Dead Man, and then we can jump onto our platforms and do something here. This will transport us again as we go. We are the cloak of our best friend. That in some ways also begs the question whether or not we just like skinned him alive because he was like a wolf, but he also had a wolf pelt cape. So it's like, was he a wolf or not? And really, ultimately, I think the answer is just that he is like the origin of the furry movement within the lands of Elden Ring, and that's cool. You know, everyone's entitled to do their thing. It's like, I get it, and it's just kind of a step further from, you know, when everyone goes through that phase in middle school where they want to know what their spirit animal is. And it's just, you know, a step beyond that for the kids that wasn't enough. So now we'll transport ourselves through here with our big giant metal mittens and see what we find on the other side of the door. We travel, and the anti-gravity suddenly wears off as soon as we walk out the door, and we go flying down to the ground because we were on the underside of a bridge, and it's just a weird thing that they chose to do, and like, why would anyone design things to be this way? See, and now we're right side up, and they're not gonna bother showing us how that works, which just seems a little rude, but I guess, okay, we can do this. But we'll sit here and then we'll rest because it's a long bridge. Are you kidding me? Of course there's going to be something horrible waiting for us there. Still can't level up, but perhaps we can check our items and see if we've got enough stuff to level up here. We can use this with our metal mittens. The mittens of metal magical memories. And just use these things. I don't know if it's going to end up being enough. It's going to be close. Doesn't seem like it's going to be quite enough. We're going to be like right there, man, and it's going to be like, why couldn't you just give it to us, you know? And we're going to be just shy of what we needed. So that's fun and cool, I suppose, in a way that is not really fun and cool, but sarcastically we'll say it is for the sake of trying to make these things that aren't really okay feel okay. Actually, now that I remember, I think I remember who the boss is going to be. It's going to be one of them weird, gross-out cloakmen. Seems like that's what it's either that or a dragon. Nope, it's the weird, gross-out cloakman. Yep, he's the fencing man. He's the fencing, dancing man of stab me in the belly. As we'll do that with his big wobbly belly of not greatness. Oh, jeez, okay. We still can't use our powers here. Oh god, Belinda, you gotta be so much faster than this, man. Like, Belinda, you're just so unwilling to be expedient with your potions, and it's like one of your biggest downfalls, man. Like, you gotta actually use that crap as best you can, man. Okay, Belinda, like, you gotta have to get up, man. Like, now is when we really gotta be able and willing to get out the way and drink our potions up. Drink another one, but Belinda, why, when I press it twice, that means do it twice, man. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. This type of crap is the reason that we run into all these situations here. Okay, and then now we'll die. Well, so it goes, and so it goes, and forever and ever, as the giant pillow, as the giant Michelin man, we fight the Goodyear blimp. You know, the Staypuffed Marshmallow Man. It's like recreation of the ends of Ghostbusters. That we must fight the pillowy softness, marshmallowy goodness, but you don't want to eat it because it's, you know, with as much evil as is going on with this situation, you just kind of have to think to yourself, like, it's probably not all that wholesome for us to consume. Right, like, it's just... Okay, Belinda, again, with the whole not using your dodges the way you're supposed to. Okay, and, like, again, always with the situation where it's like, the second time is always way worse, because we get a little overconfident, because we did pretty good the first time. Look at him, he's so angry. He just looks like he looks like He's some form of villain in a Rocky movie, or the singer for like a German metal band or something. He's just like stone-jawed and angry all the time, and now we got to deal with that. And it's like, how is this what's proving to be too difficult for us when we were, as always, able to fight and defeat, you know, the new gods of space and time? And so now we have to deal with this guy, and it's just like, this is proving to be too much. And it's like, how does that come to be? The attack, dodge, attack. We'll just be patient with our attacks. And then we dodge. There we go. And then we can get ourselves a nice good stab-a-wab into him. Snip, snab, stab-a-wab. Get out of the way, Belinda. Get out of the way. Hold on. Let's just pick up our crap here, Belinda. If we're just gonna be... Oh, we got a little brave and did an extra attack when we maybe shouldn't have. Okay, he's gonna do his stuff now. That's fine. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, he just keeps rolling. That's so... He's like a 90s hard rock, butt rock band, man. He just keeps rolling. Okay, alright. This seems a little extreme. Okay, alright, well... Let's go ahead and get out of the way, Belinda. Let's drink a potion. Get in. Okay, alright. He's gonna billow his way out and try doing the blob. He's got the Mario butt slam maneuver down pat. Okay, that seems a little unfair here, that we can just, like, maybe dodge but not dodge. Okay, Belinda, you need to move faster. You need to dodge, and you need to actually use your stuff, man. It's getting old, man. It's getting old. It's getting real old, Belinda. It's getting real old here. The fact that you won't dodge when I tell you to dodge, and the fact that he just gets all these attacks in because of it. Dodge him. Get your attacks. Okay, that's fine. He'll billow. Okay, you gotta dodge. Belinda, what's the deal with not dodging, man? Why is this just MO these days? It makes it really hard for us to have success, man. It's okay, Belinda. Get your attack. Get your attacks in, man. There we go. That was close, man. For once, we finally were the ones that got what we needed. And so we got his robes and his bracelets and his trousers and all that stuff. Is there another? I don't know if there's one over there. We're just gonna rest. I don't think he resets. I think he is one that it's like, okay, once you beat him, you're good to go. Dealing with him. The big Michelin man. The guy, the Pillsbury Doughboy of horrible badness. Now we can level up, though. We could certainly level up after that. I mean, no one's worth a lot these days, but we could still get our level up here, and that's nice. We can get our endurance. We could start dumping everything into smarts to be able to use that one. Wait, no, I didn't mean to cancel it. I meant to confirm it. Yeah, we'll do that. I think we could get a level up and try to use that other Thor, but honestly, at this point, to what end? Like, we've got... Like, maybe we could do a bit more damage, but the truth is, we figured out our build and our function here, and we might as well just kind of stick with what works, you know? It's that whole, if it ain't broken, don't fix it philosophy, and I live by that, not only because it makes sense, but also because it is the laziest way to go about things, and that's always a benefit in and of its own. I mean, we all like to pretend that we're not the lazy one, and that we are the one who will be, like, you know, be better than the lazy people of the world, but the fact is all of us are lazy in some way, shape, or form, and we'll all take shortcuts where we deem fit. We might have different thresholds for what we consider to be an acceptable cutting of a corner, but we all have them. We don't pretend like it's not true. But all the fragments around here, we can find all kinds of crap here and just pick up all of our stuff. What does it amount to? It's hard to say, but it's all there. And we can continue on through. Continue on through to the next phase of things, which is, again, the opening of a door. And we can get to the top of the Divine Tower and find something for someone up here. Presumably. I mean, that seems like it'd be the point of a tower, right? Put something cool at the top of it. Maybe it's just a view, but like in a game, that is hard to make sense. What's slinking down? We see the ooze of primordial gross out boogering its way through the ethereal starlit air of the tower. As it slimes down and we go up, making it look like the proper runny nose of the world's cold. Climbing up and up and up. And up we go. Unable to look up to make sure that we're not about to just get smushed into, like, you know, the ceiling or something. Wouldn't that be a trap? Convince someone that there's something cool waiting for them at the top of the tower, but in reality, that just like it's just like a hydraulic press, and it'll just squeeze them out like it's like their toothpaste or something. You can come up here. It's the button to press that would probably bring it back. You can come up here and we can rest, which is a little disconcerting when you consider the fact that almost always they'll give you one of these things when you're about to have to face something horrible. But what else is new in the worlds of make-believe here in Elden Ring? We just wander around and deal with all of the horrible things. We can come over here and see something just waiting for us here. We get the cursed mark of death and the Stargazer heirloom, as one gets. And we can see the desiccated ruins of the mummy of observation, who stood up here presumably just kind of looking around and keeping watch over everything. And the shade of the tree that is, you know, it's a big question whether or not it actually exists there or not. It's just kind of there, and, you know, we're here and we've got what we needed. And now it's like, okay, what do we do? And the reality is that we can probably just kind of go around, probably back to there. It's a hard decision sometimes. And so we grab that. So I believe, like, if we're, or maybe it's a good time for us to come down. We go to the Nokron. Was it? Or is it from here? So that's Noxtella. Nokron is this one, right? Is this Nokron? Yeah, that's Nokron. We come down here, I believe. We come down here. Is it? See, and this is where it gets confusing for me, because, like, Hallowed Grounds, Night's Sacred Ground, Nokron. I think if we come in here, there's something for us to accomplish if we go into Nokron, I think. I think that's the situation, but we'll wander around and find it, and or not find it and realize that I did it wrong. But I think we come over here and there's like someplace else for us to find once we're in the city here. It's hard to say. Like, I think we're looking for the jellyfish that are around here, and it's possible that I'm just in the complete wrong place for that. You know, it's like, who can say? As we fight the little, you know, the little G.I. Joes with their little helmets. There he goes, he's dead. Oh, they're not dead after one shot, man. That's super wonderful. Imperceptibly low health, but we'll take care of them. Somewhere around in here, there's a place. I might need to actually go up to the higher parts. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember where I'm supposed to go right now. I think maybe I'm okay. You know, it's poor manners to assault a man when he's looking at the map. Don't you know? Most games recognize that, and so make it so that one won't, you know, the map pauses the game, and you don't need to worry about that. But that's not the way it's done here. And so you just have to deal with that. Let's see, there's our Stake of America, and then we can come over here. Then I don't remember where I'm supposed to go, I'll be perfectly honest here. Oh, it's one of these guys, huh? There we go. And then fight this guy and kill this guy. And attack, attack, attack. This isn't where I'm supposed to go. There's no way this is where I'm supposed to go. It's probably back more like where the wolves were around here. Maybe even around here, and we go up. It seems probable that it's supposed to be around here. I know there's another thing there for us to gain. Maybe, well, we'll just continue on. Why not? We'll just figure out where we're supposed to go. We're close to the end of the episode anyway, so perhaps I'll ramble on and people will be amused by me doing that, and we can all find ourselves in a pleasurable state of mind as we move forward and just do it, and hopefully you'll stick around in the hopes that something exciting will happen. It's impossible to know what will happen next, and as I'm saying this, even I don't know, because I don't like narrate after I've played it. I play the game and narrate as I'm going, so I don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 or 3.5 minutes to get us to our approximate half-hour episodes that I sort of arbitrarily decided is good. I mean, I guess it's probably the conditioning I have for having spent most of my life watching, you know, television sitcoms that all last approximately a half hour. You know, you just kind of get used to that, and that's your perspective on things, and it's pretty ingrained in me. And I like to think, though, that I'm doing just a little bit better by being, you know, a full half hour of just pure entertainment and everything, because back in the day you'd have like a half-hour episode, but it was really more like a 22-minute episode, because they would use 8 of those minutes for commercial breaks. And it's funny also to think about that in a certain sense, because so many of us have the perspective that even like a 2-minute ad break here and there is just like too much, because we've gotten used to not having ads. But the fact is, like, if you only had 2 minutes of ads during a half-hour period of TV, you were doing pretty good, man, because they would usually have all kinds of, like, a good, like, 5 or 6 minute break in between things, or 2, like, 4-minute breaks in just, like, a half hour. And, you know, it's like, that's a lot, and it's not saying that all ads are fine or anything, but it just, you know, our perspectives, it's remarkable how they change. And, you know, just kind of get used to that, and everything changes. Okay, so this isn't the guy that I was thinking of. I'm wondering if it's actually down there, what I'm supposed to be doing. That would make a lot of sense. I feel like all of us can recognize. I also don't recall if there's anything to be gained from trying to be going down here. Maybe there is, I don't know. We'll just explore it. Why not? We can see what's at the end of all of this hoopla here. See if there's anything worth seeing and checking out and gaining over here, and that'll probably bring us to a reasonable end after I've, you know, discussed ad nauseum what is or isn't a reasonable end to things. Can we safely jump down here? Probably. Yep, barely, but yes, we can. Come down here and find ourselves over here. We'll just see where this takes us. We certainly haven't been here before, which means if there's new stuff to do, this is a good place for it to possibly be here. No, that's okay. We'll safely make it down. Come over here, see what we have. Clarifying horn charm. And that is all sorts of vague and also, you know, all sorts of innuendo in nature. You know, the clarifying horn charm that looks a bit like a ring that one might put on a specific appendage, depending on what their tastes of adventure are. You know, and using the term horn. It's all there, and anyone who's part of, you know, like a romance book club or something probably knows what I'm talking about and can understand the weird references that I'm sort of making up right now. But now that I'm looking at it, it is pretty much exactly time for me to call it an episode, which means I should be saying thank you so much for joining me. I do love and appreciate every single one of you. Oh, wait, hold on, we've got a path. We'll get to the end of the path as I do my sign-off. And as always, I do appreciate all of you, and are cool people in general. If you're hanging out this long and just watching me do stuff, it's, you know, it's always cool to show appreciation for the things that people do. So I appreciate you for showing appreciation, and the appreciation just kind of goes round and around and around in circles, and we all are so kind and happy with each other. It seems like a place that we probably can't safely get down from. See crabs and things down there. Seems like it's probably a dead end. So yeah, we'll depart here. Parting words of wisdom: if the Staypuffed Marshmallow Man attacks you, you know, just watch out. He's got a lot of stuff. Like, he can he seems soft and snuggly in a lot of ways, but in reality, he's probably a monster that will easily kill all of us. And so we have to be, prepared to deal with kaiju in some way, shape, or form when that all happens. And inevitably it will. We all must face the reality of the assault of the kaiju at some point in our lives. It's just the way it is. It's the curse of existence that we all must face and deal with. So, be on the lookout for all of that. But that'll do. Love you and farewell. Goodbye. Goodbye and goodbye. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going right now. I'm stretching here. I'm feeling the stretch at the end of a long recording session. Stretching feels good. It's a nice break after sitting still for a long time. A good stretch makes everything feel just a little bit stretchier, and that's nice in its own way.